Hello everyone, it's Attacker Stability here, and for today. So, this morning, Nintendo has officially announced the presentation that fans were talking about this entire month. However, it was not the one that fans were hoping for, as it did get rumored a couple days ago, and instead, it was the return of the mini partner showcases. If you don't know about this was actually a thing back in 2020, where in those presentations, they showed off a lot of third-party games, and mostly all of them third-party. Now, first party or anything. And the problem about these showcases back in 2020 was that was when the whole pandemic thing happened, and Nintendo barely had anything good to release that time, aside from few games like Animal Crossing New Horizons, Age of Calamity, and I guess Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And we had partner showcases like 5 months in a row, which made fans very angry at the time. And the fact that we now gotten this been coming back, many are still angry that it's not the one that fans were hoping for, and the fact that Nintendo has all for us to show, aside from the latest Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Direct, that is. However, I do want to say that there is some potential about this presentation being good, since this is roughly around 25 minutes of info for third-party games specifically. I kind of think, you know what, maybe I should try and predict some of the games that may seem to be shown off. However, I will have to say this, before I go predicting these third-party games that may make an appearance, obviously these are predictions, some of them may not come true, and some of them may just, cease to exist at some point. All I can say is that there's still some potential for this one to be good. If there's not anything really, interesting, I guess Nintendo really, I don't know, I don't want to say anything negative at all, but with that, let me just go and predict throughout this entire thing of what the partner showcases have to show for us. First off, I think we can all agree that Alive Alive would definitely make a good appearance in here, given that next month not only is the release of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but also Live Alive, a game, an HD remake made by Square Enix and all I can say is that this would be a perfect time for, Live Alive to get some attention and all, as it does get recently advertised by Nintendo and such, and I think it's great to show more Square Enix love in this one. The next one I've seen many talk about a lot, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. The thing about this game though is that it's been over a year since this game was announced, and since then, Ubisoft has been very quiet about it. And yeah, I know, it has the name Mario in it. Mario is a Nintendo character, obviously. However, even though this game is being published by Nintendo, it is being, made and developed by Ubisoft. The same company that owns games like, I don't know, I think Assassin's Creed, the Rabbids, and Rayman. My point is that despite this game having Mario related, it is still being made by a third-party developer in which Ubisoft has a great relationship with Nintendo throughout the years. So it's really obvious that Mario plus Rabbids can be in this part. Plus, I mean, like I said, this game has been dormant for over a year, and I think it's time to show more information on what's really going on. And I know this may seem like a stretch, but just imagine they don't show it. Just imagine we waited over a year and they still have not shown any information just yet. I think this is a good time to say that the Last Delicious Course DLC, everything, it's coming this Thursday, and I think the way to celebrate its triumphant release this week is to show more details about it. After all, it's been over 4 years, and this DLC keeps getting delayed every single year, and I think it's time we give this some rights and some spotlight to Cuphead, Mugman, and Miss Chili's Hearst and themselves into this whole presentation. After all, with the succession of the Cuphead show and its second season, I think it's great to see I think it's great to see to have a new spotlight for the delicious last course in here. Now, this may seem like a stretch, but just hear me out. Hollow Knight Silksong. The game has finally returned back in the latest Xbox/Bethesda showcase. It's been 4 years since they've shown anything good of Silksong, and the fact that they made a return in this makes me very happy. But however, this was specifically shown in Xbox. There was still no Nintendo Switch release date just yet. However, I feel like this is a good chance for Team Cherry and Nintendo to finally show the release date for Hollow Knight Silksong Silksong. I think it's time that we, get some Hollow Knight love in here after all. I mean, come on, we waited 4 years for this. I think it's time we deserve some Switch love in here. Plus, I did love Hollow Knight on the Switch, and I can't wait to see more info about Silksong on the Switch as well. Okay, the next two I will be talking about are pretty much huge stretches, but here's one that I decided to put in because, even though I feel like it would be possible, at the same time, most likely it is not gonna happen. FNAF Security Breach. The reason I decided to put this here was because since all of the FNAF games, including from FNAF 1 through Sister Location, including the inclusion of Help Wanted VR, it's safe to say that FNAF has become a huge mainstay in consoles ever since its indie days. However, Security Breach is a bit of a problem. The reason being is that, judging by the gigabytes for the PlayStation 5 and Steam, I can tell that this is definitely not a huge good way for the Switch. I mean, yeah, the Switch is powerful, but it's not really that powerful to hold a game that has over, 30 to 80 gigabytes or something? I'm not too sure. Security Breach, while FNAF is a really popular franchise in the Switch right now, and especially back in the indie days, all I can say is that Security Breach, while it may seem cool to finally see it come into that console, it may seem to be a problem given how much gigabytes this game has. Now, here's a game that I highly doubt is ever going to happen that will be coming to the Switch natively, Kingdom Hearts. Now, yes, Kingdom Hearts is already on the Switch, as it was announced last year. The problem is that it is cloud version. Now, why is this a problem to begin with? Cloud versions, how to really put this out, is that cloud versions tend to be games that requires very good internet. And while I do have 1.5 plus 2.5 HD on my Switch, but it's a cloud version, the thing I really want to see most is an actual native port for Kingdom Hearts. I highly doubt that since Square Enix works in weird and mysterious way at times. And really, given how very popular the Kingdom Hearts game is, and especially with Kingdom Hearts 4 on the way, if there's a slight chance, I will take it with a grain of salt that there may be a slight chance that all Kingdom Hearts games will be coming to Switch natively, not cloud versions. I do not want to deal with any of that internet stuff. Here's another one I want to talk about, as I've seen many talk about this and their predictions, just like with Sparks of Hope. All three Persona games, for Persona 3, 4, and 5. And the thing about it, though, is that just like with Silksong, this was shown in the latest Xbox/Bethesda showcase. All three Persona games were coming to Xbox, and while the rest will be coming to Steam. There's still no Switch version, in which I've seen many fans wanting to see the Switch version in so many years, ever since the release of the game back in 2016/17, and also the appearance of Joker in Smash Bros. Seeing all three Persona games in there can make a lot of money for Atlus, and given the good relationship with Atlus and Nintendo, it's safe to say that there is still a chance that all Persona games will be coming to the Switch. After all, after all, I think I once covered a leak on the same time where they also predict the partner showcase that they stated that there is a possibility that Persona ports will be coming there as well. I feel like there is a chance, but I just gotta keep my expectations down, and that's all I can say. Last but not least, I think it's time to say that Bayonetta 3 needs some more information. The thing, back in 2017, it was announced. Since then, it lay dormant until it returned last year, thanks to the September Nintendo Direct. The thing about Bayonetta 3, however, is that, just like with Sparks of Hope, this game also has not gotten any information. And while it is coming this year of 2022, the problem is that we don't know when it's coming out. Like, the question is it still being developed by, is it still being under work development with Platinum Games? Is it being delayed? These are the questions that I'm kind of been asking with this game and all. But all I can say is this. When it comes to third-party games, it's highly possible to see Platinum Games making an appearance in this one, and they can give us more information about Bayonetta 3 at some point. But with that, that's all the predictions I want to say about the partner showcases. Now, like I said from the beginning, there may be a slight chance that some of these predictions will be wrong. Because, like I said, this is roughly 25 minutes of information they'll show us. And from what I can tell, given how Nintendo can be with their standards on presentations, they'll probably show at least about 3 or 4 big things. Maybe 2, there's a chance. But I want to know all your predictions down below on what you think about this. What do you think will be shown in the mini partner showcase? Do you think there will be games like Persona 5, 3 and 4, or games like Bayonetta 3? I want to know all your thoughts and opinions down below. And so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter, and if you guys do not want to subscribe, now that's completely fine by me. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend. Like a Hellcat.